the second quarter.
Second quarter?
Yes, sir.
What are you asking specifically?
Specifically defense, what was the breakdown in the second quarter?
I think in general, the first half, we kind of got hit in the mouth. They were the aggressor. I thought the last 3 minutes, 30 seconds of the second quarter, we finally woke up and started to play. So got a little deficit, worked our way back into it. 6-point lead at 6-point deficit at halftime. But feels like been a little inconsistent so far. Played a good half, first half against Charlotte, poor second. And tonight, for the most part, was a poor first half until we woke up at the end and then had that carry over into the second half. But you were asking about the second quarter specifically? Or second?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they were the aggressor. They upped their pressure, got into the ball. That cut us, got some open looks, but we fought our way, and I felt good about where we were at, being down 6 at halftime with how poorly we played for the majority of the first half.
What did you think of Takari's effort tonight?
It was great. His energy was great. A lot of guys obviously woke up in the second half and played up to our standard capability, but Jabari was there all night. He's been a beast on the boards, 6 offensive rebounds tonight, 16, and just the activity was great there. So need that from him. I think, we did some good things with the glass, and he's been kind of the head of the snake as far as that.
Amen said that. Go ahead, Jonathan. Okay. Amen said earlier today after shoot around that one of the things that you all want to focus on more was the rebound, and I think that you out rebounded them by over 20 rebounds. What was that like the focus after the last game?
Yeah, for sure. To get out rebounded 36-12 or 33-12 in the second half. That's really why we lost the game. So, all those offensive rebounds, we gave up 19-2 second chance points. So obviously we talked about that and, looked at some things, and that's an effort thing. And Charlotte outplayed us in the second half with those things. And tonight we wanted to flip that and get back to what we were doing. And so 11 offensive rebounds for 10 points in the first half. We more so doubled that in the second half with 12 offensive rebounds for 17 points. So to finish with 23 and 27 second chance points obviously shows our focus on that end and the effort that we played with. And so, like I said, it was good to see us wake up at the end of the second quarter and have the carry over into the second half.
Memphis goes from, I think it's like 56% shooting in the first half to 20 in the third quarter. How much of that is that second unit just being disruptive and creating some havoc out there?
Yeah, they're great at that. Just personnel based. It's Amen and Tari and some guys that really get after it. But I think the first group to end the first half and start the second half kind of brought that and set the tone with that as well. So, 39-18 in that quarter, regardless of us scoring, we had scored enough in the first half at 59. It felt like we weren't guarding up to our standard and got after them in the second half, and to hold them 18 in that quarter really kind of broke it open. But good to have some carryover in the fourth as well, holding them only into 25. So happy with the second half effort.
I know that Tari might not be ready for as many minutes as Amen gets, but do you like the two of them on the floor together?
I do, for a lot of reasons. Obviously, the versatility defensively, and they cover up for a lot of mistakes. And then, as Tari gets his legs and timing back, you see him getting better and better on the offensive end. We know what Amen's going to do usually. He had 8 turnovers tonight, kind of falling all over himself, but still did other things, guarded and rebounded and scored a little bit. But those two wreak havoc on that end, cover up a lot of things, and no matter who you put them out there with, it's going to obviously bring good things on the defensive side of the ball.
The things that you did well in the second half tonight, how much of that was just like what you did in the first half on Wednesday, and how do you just like put that together before you minutes?
Yeah, it was really challenging them to play with the proper effort. Memphis was playing harder. That was the simple message at halftime. We looked at some things, but we were taking gambles in the backcourt and allowing them to get on transition. But really, they were playing harder than us, a bit more physical than us. And so, like I said, we finished the half well, and for us, that's what we have to be all the time. Felt like got hit, knocked back a little bit, and started to fight our way back. But that's who we have to be as a team in general, and kind of prided ourselves on that last year, and so got to put full games together now.
This is the second of it. This young group has shown that last year. They're going to kind of fight back. It was more shallow. And Memphis is talking a little bit against Bull. These all in the same order. How much did you enjoy the fight back out of the order? Kind of something like you're doing?
Yeah, it was great, and obviously that third quarter stands out, but the fact that we got back into it then the second quarter was really good, a good sign going into the half. I told them we're not playing that great. They're being the more physical team than us, and we're only down 6 right now. Let's put a second half together. And so, like I said, the carryover is there, but it's good to see us fight our way back in when we had I think 12-point deficit in the second quarter.
Jaylen didn't have a really good first quarter, but in that second quarter he started to heat up. After the first quarter, was your message to him to just stay aggressive?
Yeah, at all times. He's making the right read. I think at times he may predetermine what he's going to do out of that pick and roll, whether shoot it or hit out in the pocket. Just want him to read and react, and I think he, for the most part, does that. Whether he scores or not, it's not always dictated on that. Based on that, and I think he does other things well. He's been much better in a lot of areas, and so him to continue to be aggressive, but it's always a direct correlation with us getting stops and getting out and running, and that's what we did in that second quarter and the second half, obviously.
Can you talk a little bit about Cam's?
Question, guys.
Can you talk a little bit about Cam's instant offense off the bench? It seemed like he's able to do a lot, especially on the offensive end, in like a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean he's a natural bucket when he comes in. He looks to score and can do it in a lot of different ways. If we are getting stops and getting out and running, he's obviously great in the open court, but his shooting ability, he was our best catch and shoot player last year, and so we want him to make quick decisions, catch and shoot, catch and drive, and catch and pass it, not hold it as much, and I think he's understanding that and learning that, and then when he does drive it, he's so strong and physical on his drives. While it's in the half-court transition, he's going to finish most of the time at the basket, but continue to do that, give us the offense, and then continue to grow defensively and all around, and become that complete player that we know he can be.
Thank you.